All right, part 3 of the demos, the final 4 drawings, which will bring us to about half of all the ones in the folder that you have to do and should give you a good amount of skills to end up drawing all those other ones. So we are going to start with demo 27. So we could start here at the bottom. We're in a front view currently. Gonna come over 50. It looked like it showed up something red. Right. $50. Oh, that's because it's not lining up with everything else. I got you. Go away, grid. I don't want your garbage. Alright. Front. We did 50 over. We're going to go 30 up, because that dimension's right here. 30 up. We're going to come 15 in. Then 8 down. And then we have 50 minus 25 minus 15. So that means this has to be 10. So 10 over and 10 down. And then we could do that connection, John. Boom. We could region this. We could extrude this. And this is going to be, we have 42 minus 15. So we're going to do 27. And then we know 15 and 30, so let's go to this left view. So we know it goes up 30. We know it comes in 15 from these two dimensions. I'm going to region this. Region enter. Highlight the objects, enter. One region created. And we're going to extrude this 132. And then we could just move this into place because this back corner should match this. And then since there's no line here, we could union it. And then we could actually put it in line with the other things. Am I freaking drunk? That's a better line. What's happening? Enter. There we go. Demo 27 in the books. Next one, getting into some nice subtractions of things. So for this one, let's go to a top view because this bullet shape, we're going to want to draw that. Top. Okay, we'll move it into place after the fact. So we know we need to come up 35 from here. We know that it comes over. So this is one that students generally have some slight problems on because you need to actually think about what the dimensions are saying. So people originally go, all right, well, I could find this, right? It's 43, and then I could subtract this out. And they're like, crap, it doesn't say what that is. And then they're like, I can't figure this out. What you need to realize is that if it gives you a radius of 15, you know this whole thing is 30. So that's all it is. It's 30. So a lot of times on some of these drawings, people will be like, they didn't give me the dimension though. It's like, yes, they did. You just had to think about it for an extra 4 seconds. So then we could create that box, and then we could create this circle. See, enter, I just went from the midpoint and connected out to the edge. Or if you wanted to feel good about yourself, you could go there and type in 15. Same difference. And we need another one. At that point, that's 6.5 because it's a diameter of 13. Don't need this. I could trim out this bottom half. Now we got that bullet shape. Now, there's 2 ways we could end up subtracting this hole. I'm going to show you both ways. I'm going to do one on this, and then I'm going to do the other over here. So, in this situation, we could just region everything. It's going to create 2 regions. See, 2 were created. It created this bullet, and it created the circle. Those are the 2 regions that were created. So, since we know this hole goes all the way through at the start, we could just subtract this right now. So it says select solid surfaces and regions to subtract from. That's the bullet. We then push enter. Then it says select solid surfaces, regions to subtract. That's the circle. And if we go to conceptual, there's a hole now fully through it. And we could extrude this, and that's 13. So now we need to create this rectangle, John. And we know that's 30. And we know the entire height's going to be 24 plus 13, so 37. So we will do that. Let's go to a left view. Everything's in the way, so I'm just going to draw it wherever. Up. I said 24 plus 13 is 37. Over. 30. Connect it down. Yep. And then we know that this circle is in the midpoint, so we could just draw a point from here at the midpoint down 12. That's from this. We could create a circle with a radius of 8. We'll region this. Again, creating 2 different regions, circle and rectangle. But for this one, let's just say we were extruding them both individually, or we could do them at the same time. This is a thickness of 13 because we had 43 minus 30. Now you have 2 different objects, and I could show you this. I'm going to move it out for a sec. You have 2 different objects. You have this box, and you have this cylinder thing. What we're going to end up doing is subtracting from the box this cylinder thing, and you're going to be left with the exact same thing we had on the other one. This becomes useful when you have multiple circles and they're indented at different points. So your assignment 2, or technically your assignment 10, since you're drawing that one in 3D, there's 2 different circles that are extruded to different depths. So in this sense, you would do this where you extrude one slightly more than the other and then subtract them out to make it happen. So then we are going to move this somewhere over here, and then we can move it into place. I'm going to go into 2D wireframe because it's easier to see points. This point will go to there. We could go to conceptual. There's no line there, so we'll union it. Hereby declare you one object. And that is demo 29. All right, let's move on. Keep it trucking. So this one, I'm going to draw 3 different objects. I'm going to draw this weird shape in a front view, and then I'm going to draw 2 things. First, this backwards L looking shape in a left view, and then this triangle in a left view as well. So let's do that. Front. Okay. We are going to go away. Over. What are we going over? Okay, so our entire distance is 75. We know this comes in 25. So we know this is 50. So we go over 50. We are going to come up 65. We are going to come over 10. So we got this up 65 over 10. We're going to connect this down because that's this entire line. Now we need to draw this circle though. This circle is in 20 and up 30. So we are going to go in 20, up 30. And we will draw this circle with a radius of 15. We could get rid of that. Make it trim. Don't need that. Don't need that. I could region this now. And there's actually one additional line I forgot to delete, so let's delete that. So we extrude this. It doesn't extrude some wonky line. And we will extrude this. We got 40 because we got 100 minus 60. So we got 40. Now we want to go to a left view. Okay, so we are going to go up 35. It's here. We're making this backwards L. We're going to come in 35. We're going to go up 30 because 65 minus 35. We are going to come over 25 because 60 minus 35. Connect that down. Backwards L, John. Region that. Extrude that. 75 from there. Nice shape. Let's move you over with your friend. Go to your friend. One more last thing in left view. You gotta make this triangle. This triangle, this base, is 35. And it goes up 30. Connect it down. 35, 30. Region. Extrude. We're extruding 10. Come to your friends. All right. Let us connect thyself. Let us move thy away from the previous demo. And now we need to connect this. Don't get this twisted. This is not in the midpoint. Because then that would be 35. No, it's not in the midpoint. Don't get it twisted. So we are going to create a guideline. Let us come in 30. And then we will move our triangle to our snapping point. And then we can union everything together because it doesn't look like it's supposed to be multiple objects. We can delete that line if we want. Oh god. So this is what happens when you don't keep it on line. When you start to rotate, it just goes wherever it wants. So let's move him back. Demo 32. Sorry if this energy is getting more ramped up. This is hour 8 or 9 of making all these videos for class. Okay. Okay. Alright, so this one, I want to, essentially in this front view, I want to create these steps. I'm going to create these steps, extrude it out, and then attach this back rectangle portion. So I'm going to create 2 pieces, and then I'm going to have to cut out a wedge to get this angle. So that's how we're going to do it. So we got a front view. So this whole thing's 60. It looks like we got a radius of 20 in here. And we could trim this business out. Okay, good start. We are going to... Oh, we're going to have to subtract out 2 things. We're also going to have to subtract out this box. Okay. Up 21. Line up 21. How much we coming in? 7. We coming in 7. We going up 8. 8. We coming in another 7. Because 14 minus 7. Going up another 8. From there, we come in another 7. 21 minus 14. We going up. We had 21 plus 16 is 37. 45 minus 37 is 8. So it follows the trend of going up 8. We're going to go over 18. I believe we're just going to follow this trend back over since I don't see other dimensions that say otherwise. So it was over 7 and it was down over 7 and it was down and then it's going to be over and it's going to be down. So then we're going to region this. We're going to extrude this. We're going to extrude this. $65. 80 minus 15. 65. So then we need to get into a top view. And we need to come over 60. And we need to come in 15. $15, $60. Then we gotta extrude that down 45. That's that right there. Then we can connect this to the other object. To match up with the other side. Yep. Let's union this. Let us cut out this box, which is left side. Let's move it over just so we know what we're working with. We are going up 8 over 30. We're regioning this 38. We're extruding this. It's hard to see, but I'm just going to assume it goes all the way through. So it doesn't matter if we say 60 or just make sure it goes plenty far through. This distance was 60, so it has to be at least 60. And this whole thing's 80. So this will be 30 in. I could just come 20 in from the back. Gonna move this into that line that I just drew. I could delete that line. And then I could subtract this out. Subtract from this. We want to subtract this. Conceptual. Looks good. Then we got to cut out this wedge. Left view. Says the angle of the wedge is 30. I'm going to change my thing to 30. I'm going to snap to an edge. Gonna draw a 30. Just make sure it's sufficiently tall. Just hoping everything snaps to the right points, and let's see how it looks. Looks like it was all in the same plane. Sometimes what you may get, if you're not careful, is in the left view, this will snap to here. But when you're in the left view, it looks nice. See how it looks nice, even though it's straight garbage? So if you try and region that and it doesn't region, that's why. So then we could region. Nice. We could extrude this, or extrude, however I just tried to type it, all the way through. Subtract from this, this. Let's put it in with its friends. Oh, nice. So in total, we did 16 demos, and you guys got 33. So we did just under half of them. That one we just did was the second to the last one. So have fun doing those. we'll have time in class to kind of go through some stuff if there's really any issues, but you should be able to do them. I'm not going to be doing those for you. I just did half of them for you. So I think I'm going to have one more video after this one, which is going to be additional features that I forgot to cover and things that'll help you with the house. So I think I'm just going to make like a catch-all video that does all of this.